Chapter 87, Broadcasting. Brad Cusper. Broadcasting and sports management, its main objective, it comes in many different styles, including live game coverage, tape studio shows like First Take on Fox Network or Sports Center, and then you have your original entertainment. The expansion of national and regional TV networks in the recent years is causing an uptick in broadcasting jobs. When talking about sports management, uh, those jobs are typically on the business side of broadcasting. The talent side of broadcasting is less attached to sports management. That's kind of a different field, but the behind the scenes people are definitely heavily involved in sports management. So we're going to go through a couple potential jobs in the sports management broadcasting field. We're going to start kind of towards the bottom and work our way up. The broadcast network intern, this would be an entry level, straight out of college or maybe in your last semester type position, where the duties would include to shoot, edit, and upload press conferences or really any other web content that would interest the company, network, or website you're working for. You would help producers pretty much be their assistant with anything they might need, whether it be scheduling guests for different shows, helping write scripts and think of ideas, or just converting film to digital video for the internet. I mean, since you're an intern, it could include other things that aren't as glamorous, like grabbing coffee or just keeping track of someone's meetings. You're also gonna assist in setting up and breaking down sets for different shows and edit potential advertising commercials as demos for clients who are possibly going to advertise with the network or website. Qualifications. A lot of people or a lot of networks require that the intern have an ability to receive a college credit for the internship. This is a way that it mostly goes unpaid. Some are low paid internships. You need a basic knowledge of editing software, so you can edit video and clips for highlight packages and things like that. Basic camera operation, because again, a lot of the times you're going to be around film sets, filming talent, whether it be discussing sports or even filming players or coaches after a game for a press conference. Microsoft Office is pretty typical for most business sports management jobs, and it's getting to the point where it's pretty typical for pretty much anyone working outside of like a trade. It's also calls to be a fast learner, pick things up fast, and a self-starter, so you have to be motivated. Then we get to producer slash editor. This is a little bit farther up the line, maybe after you've had a couple of years of experience at that entry level, intern level. The duties include assuming responsibility for new and repurposed content. So say you are a producer with NFL Films, it'd be your job to create highlight packages daily to put out on their social media and on their network, of course, and then repurposed content, which is a lot of the times they're going to be condensing games, pulling old highlights together and kind of showing those throughout the day. You also have to be able to lead and execute projects given by senior producers, and be able to kind of handle those things on your own, as well as edit, post, and apply metadata to all content posted to the site. With any sport, there's going to be new highlights every day, so they're going to have to label everything so that when they need to go back to it and find it, they can pull it. qualifications like this, like I said, are a little bit tougher. Minimum of 3 years video production is pretty typical for a position like this, and a bachelor's degree in a related field like broadcast media or journalism. Knowledge of content management systems, video encoding platforms, and tools. Like I said, you kind of the tools of the trade. You're going to be editing video, creating your own packages, and then you have to be able to manage all these clips together. So a working knowledge of HTML. So you have to be able to code a bit. So it would be wise to maybe take some computer science courses, or just kind of teach yourself how to code if you're interested in doing a job like this. And Adobe Photoshop is huge. Being able to change visuals and work with things like that. And I think it's a little understated in understanding of the sports industry. People can be as talented as they want with Photoshop and these video editing platforms, but if they don't have an understanding of the sports industry, I don't think that they can create sports content as well as someone that does. So next is the programming manager. This is another kind of step up. If, say, you're the programming manager for a network or website like ESPN or Sports Illustrated, you're going to assist in the creation, development, and distribution of weekly programming schedules. So you're going to decide what's on and when it's on. That's a big responsibility, kind of managing your talent. You're going to take part in negotiations with third-party programming suppliers for acquisition of content. So you're not going to always be able to film all your own original content. So sometimes you're going to have to outsource some of it, and that's where you come in with the negotiations and perform various projects. You're going to have to be a leader on a lot of projects for senior management. Qualifications for this are a strong interest in understanding in sports that the network covers. So say you're on NFL Network, you have to know pretty much everything about the NFL and football. But if you're on something more broad like ESPN, that encompasses pretty much all sports. A bachelor's degree in business communications or related field is highly recommended, and previous programming experience is preferred. So anyone that can kind of maybe help with their college's television broadcasting, that would be great on a resume. And then any entry-level jobs you have before this. It requires top-of-the-line oral and written communication skills. It's a lot of moving pieces, so you have to be able to communicate with your employees, and an overall understanding of sports, like the previous couple jobs and the television business, as well as strong computer skills, including Filmmaker Pro, and all the editing and management software that I've discussed in the other jobs.